everyone, it's Jenny again coming to you with another great camp activity. This is a service project that we like to do at youth camps, and for you at home it would be a great way to get ready for those spring and summer campfires you might have at your own home. Today we're gonna make fire starters. To make your fire starters, you're gonna use some recycled materials that you can find around your house. Now, if you're one of our young friends, you're gonna wanna make sure that you have an adult's help when you do this activity. What you're gonna need is a good pair of scissors, a cardboard egg carton. The styrofoam ones won't work for this. You'll need some dryer lint. I've got a bit left here. You'll want an old candle that you're done with, or if you have some stubs of other candles, that would work too, but I'm gonna use this one today. You'll need a container that you can put in the microwave and a utensil to use to chop up the wax. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut up my egg carton. You don't need the top of the lid at all. You just need the bottom part of the egg carton. So I'm just gonna cut this up here. And I'm gonna leave this edge on, it doesn't really matter, but you want the bottom part for your fire starters. Once you have your egg carton cut, you're gonna take, I'm gonna move this out of the way. You're gonna take some lint and you're gonna put lint in each of the little cups in your egg carton. I'm gonna make a decent amount here. Okay, I finished putting all the lint into my egg carton. You can see that they're almost full, but there's still a little bit of space on here. The next thing we're gonna need is our candle. Now, I would love to use an old candle that maybe you've burned down all the way and you can't use it quite anymore. You probably have a couple of those around your house. This one was getting close to the bottom. It's not quite there, but my wick has fallen in, so it's hard to use. Now, the best way I have found to get wax out of a glass candle like this is to put it in the freezer for a few hours. So I've already done that. I've pulled it out of my freezer. Now I'm gonna use my knife just to kind of go at the edges here a little bit. And I can see it's already separating from the glass pretty easily. Now, you might also have some ends of candles, or you might have some other wax in other ways. That's great, you can use that too. I'm just using this because I wanna use up this candle anyway. So in order to get this out though, I'm gonna have to probably split it a little more in half in order to get it out of the glass jar. This might take me a moment. Hang on. Whew, that took quite a bit of work to get that candle in here. I won't lie about that. But you'll see I now have an empty jar. This I can just recycle and get rid of, which is my plan. But part of the reason why you don't want to just put this in the microwave to melt the wax is because a lot of candles do this. Let me show you. The very bottom of the old wick, there's a metal piece. So if you put this right into the microwave, you're gonna hurt your microwave pretty bad. Not a good idea. So I've got my wax pieces and I need to make sure I'm gonna take this metal piece out. Okay, so now this is either gonna go in the trash, or you might be able to recycle it, but probably in the trash. Now you've got your wax in your container. This you can put in the microwave. You're gonna do this on about half heat for a minute at a time. So do it in short amounts. So put it in for a minute, take it out, stir it up, put it in for a minute, take it out, stir it up until the wax is melted. I'm gonna go do that right now. Okay, I've got my wax all melted. Careful, this is really hot. It took me 11 minutes today, but I have a bit more wax than you probably need, and I probably started with a bit more than I needed to as well. But I'll also show you what to do with leftover wax too. But this took me 11 minutes. That's doing it 1 minute at a time on a power level. I did power level 6 in my microwave, which is just more than halfway. So now that I've got the wax nice and hot, make sure you've got a hot pad on, and this would be another good step maybe for an adult to do. I also put some newspaper down under in case I get messy. that would be a good idea. I didn't tell you about newspaper at first, but it'd be a good idea to have a little bit of newspaper down just in case. So I'm gonna take my wax, and all I'm going to do is just, move it back. I'm gonna pour in right over top of the lint. You'll see the lint almost looks like it melts a little bit, and that's okay. You don't need to completely soak it, but you want a decent amount of wax on each part here. So I'm gonna keep going all the way around. Okay, you can see I used a fair amount of that wax, so it's good to have a decent amount. I have to wait for this to cool before I can do the next step, so let me tell you about this extra wax here. If you wanted to make a new candle, you could definitely do that. There's wick left from the old candle in here, and that's okay, it's not gonna hurt anything. So if you have another glass jar, or you have a nice, maybe steel or like metal of some sort, you would wanna pour this extra wax into there. You could probably even use like a double bagged paper bag if you wanted to save it that way as well. But if you had some extra wicks at home, you could just even make a new candle to use for the next time. I used all one scent. It's apple cinnamon. It's lovely. So I could make a new candle. For today, I am just gonna put it right back into that container I pulled it from though, because I do not need this right now. And you know what? You could do this. I could just save this container, and the next time I do this, I could just keep adding wax to it as well. And again, I just freeze that container up to get the wax out each time. Okay, I think my fire starters have cooled enough, so I can finally do the last step. I did put them in the fridge for a little while to let them cool. You could do that too if you get a little impatient, like me. So the last step, you're gonna need your scissors. And again, this might be a good step to have an adult help you with. And you're just gonna cut each of the little circles that the eggs are in apart. It might even be good if you have one at home to use an X-Acto knife for this step. But it's not too bad with scissors. I'm just gonna do one for now so you can see what that looks like. So we got that, we cut down here, I'll cut back up. Okay, so this is what each of your fire starters is going to look like. All right, last one here, let's cut these apart. Okay, I finished all my fire starters. These are great because now all you need to do is put this in under your kindling, and you can light the edges on fire, and this will burn nice and long because of the wax, that it should help catch that kindling on fire. So today I made 12 fire starters all at once, enough for 12 fires. Remember, if you like this video, to like, to comment, and to share it. And let me know if there are other ideas, other things that you want to see in the future by sending me an email. And until then, have fun and enjoy your nice campfires.